We can all agree that some people are born different. Whether it's their unique appearance, unusual talents, or a peculiar condition, these children are unlike anyone we've ever seen before. Some of them gain huge popularity through YouTube and the internet, while others remain known only to their local communities. Some of them have to live with deformities all their life, but there is no denying that these kids are just unique and unusual. Let's look at 10 most unusual kids in the world. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Boy with extra limbs. Deepak Paswan, a 7-year-old boy, was born with a parasitic twin conjoined to his abdomen, giving him 4 legs and 4 arms, but 1 head. Hindu pilgrims visited his home in the northern state of Bihar to worship him as an incarnation of the god Vishnu, often depicted with numerous limbs. Deepak's family, uncomfortable with the attention, appealed in March for help to pay for an operation to have the extra limbs removed, and a hospital in the southern city of Bangalore offered to do the procedure for free. Deepak's story mirrors that of LAKSHMI TATMA, a girl from Bihar who was also born with 4 arms and 4 legs. She was successfully operated on in 2007 and is now thriving. The Fortis Hospital in Bangalore said that a team of 15 doctors worked on Deepak's case, and after 15 months of consultations, they went ahead with the complicated surgery. After a long surgery, he got 100% fit and is now living a proper, healthy life. Number 9. Kid with a bat-like ability. This will show you how you can turn a tragedy to your advantage. Ben Underwood was just 3 years old when he was diagnosed with retinal cancer. To prevent cancer from spreading to the rest of his body, both of his eyes were removed and replaced with prosthetics. As expected, this made him completely blind. Ben grew up in California with his family and lived an almost completely normal life. He had taught himself to use echolocation by creating a sharp clicking sound with his tongue. The sound echoed off nearby objects. Due to his trained ears and his insane ability to accurately determine where things were around him, he successfully lived a blind life with no guide dog and no cane. Even more incredible, he could play basketball, skateboard, and even ride a bike home from school. Unfortunately, Ben died in 2009 from the same type of cancer that had taken his eyesight. When the cancer came back, it spread to his spinal cord and brain. Ben was just 16 years old when he passed away. Number 8. LAKSHMI TATMA. Born with 4 arms and legs in 2005 in Jodhpur, India, LAKSHMI became world famous in 2008 when she was scheduled to have a surgery that would remove the extra limbs. Prior to that, she had been held up as an object of worship in her community, with her mother claiming to have had a prophetic dream that she would be born like this, and even a temple built in honor of her. Of course, LAKSHMI's condition is not the result of anything supernatural, but of a parasitic twin. In addition to the twin's limbs extending from her, the twin's neck extended out of her lower torso. It was so horrible for her health, and she never went a week without fever or an infection. Although the twin was successfully removed in a marathon 27-hour surgery arranged by Dr. Sharon Patil by 2015, it was reported that her family was having difficulty acquiring enough money to pay for her treatments. She was in pain and was not even able to sit down. Number 7. Bethany Jordan. A girl from Stourbridge, England, had Ivemark syndrome. This syndrome can result in physical problems so bizarre that you wouldn't believe them if someone told you, but we can confirm that this is very real. In the case of Bethany, she was born with her stomach on the wrong side of her body. Her liver was misaligned. Her heart was so out of place that if she exerted herself, you could see her heartbeat in her back, in addition to having a hole in it, which is not that abnormal. 2 left lungs, and most bizarre of all, she had 5 spleens. If you don't know what that is, the spleen is the organ that filters infections and dead cells from the bloodstream. Having 4 extra of them is likely the largest number of extra organs a person has ever had that most people only have 1 of. Despite her doctor's natural belief that she would not survive, as of 2009 at age 6, she was in good health aside from being unable to take part in difficult activities. She also was given the nickname Jigsaw Girl. Number 6. Boy with extra fingers and toes. Being born with an extra finger or toe is not that uncommon, but a boy in China with 16 toes and 15 fingers was discovered in 2010, which is one of the rarest cases. 4 of the finger on one hand and 3 fingers on the other had actually been fused together, but now the extra ones have been separated and removed. He underwent surgery in 2010 to have all the extra digits removed and is now living a normal life. He was once bullied incessantly at school for his condition, but now it seems he will be able to live the life of a normal schoolboy. Number 5. Real-life werewolf. Lalit Patidar is a cheerful Indian teen born with an extremely rare condition called congenital hypertrichosis, which is also known as werewolf syndrome. The boy was given the name of real-life werewolf. The incurable condition causes abnormal amounts of fine hairs up to 5 centimeters long to grow on a person's face, arms, and other parts of their body. Right now, Lalit is 14 and has come to terms with his unusual looks. Yet he admits that he dreams about having some kind of surgery that will make him look normal. But it is impossible, as there is no cure for it. He's often bullied for the way he looks, especially out of his native village, and people call him names, out of which monkey is the most common one. He dreams about growing up to work as an honest policeman to support his mother and father, who have done so much for him, and putting all thieves and criminals in jail too. Do the same to those bullies too, Lalit. Number 4. World's smallest child. When Charlotte Garside was born, she weighed just 500 grams and was only 25 centimeters long. At the time, her condition was so unusual that it didn't have a name and was described as a rare kind of dwarfism. Due to Charlotte's size, she wasn't expected to live past her first birthday. Now, almost 6 years old, she still lives and fights on. Her parents had to dress her in doll's clothing, as even baby clothes didn't fit. Charlotte's older sisters loved to play dress-up with her. The doctor's prediction filled her parents with fear. However, with their love and care, Charlotte has thrived and is going to attend school. Number 3. Kid with 300 teeth. John Chris Carl Curante was born with a rare condition known as multiple hyperdontia, which gives him more teeth than the average person. Not just a few more. He has 300 teeth in total. That is almost 10 times the number of teeth in an average adult mouth. As his family was unable to afford a dentist until he was in the 4th grade, his mother didn't know about his condition. However, she did notice extra teeth pushing through his gums. So she saved the money for a trip to the dentist. Since the discovery, John Kreese has been undergoing operations to have the extra teeth removed from his mouth. Otherwise, they could cause severe gum disease and eating discomfort as he gets older. It has been expected that it will take 8 operations to remove all his extra teeth. These procedures will be spread over a few years to allow the gums to properly heal between each group of extractions. A few operations have been done, so he doesn't have that many teeth now, but it's still way more than a normal human. And with that, it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber. If you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on a future video. Number 2. 2 of the most beautiful kids. On the right, we have Narayana. She is also known as Snow White and is an 8-year-old albino girl from the Sakha Republic in Yakutia. Her amazing appearance speaks for itself. With porcelain skin, white hair, fair eyelashes, and purplish eyes, she looks like a creature from a fairy tale, something completely out of a Disney movie. On the left, we have Jari Ijalana. This Nigerian 6-year-old girl became famous for a mere accident. Jari was first photographed at the age of 5 by a wedding photographer, Mofe Bamuyiwa, who later posted a few shots on his Instagram, starting a craze over the girl's beauty. Everyone wanted to know who she was. Jari Ijalana has received the title of the most beautiful girl in the world and is now striving to start a modeling career.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
Number 1. Boy with fish skin. Now for our top one, we have the most unusual kid for you. A boy was nicknamed the Chinese fish boy after he was born with a skin condition that left him covered from head to toe in scales. Unfortunately, it is an incurable condition that limits his quality of life due to constant itchiness and limited mobility. He gets relief from cold water and several medicinal creams recommended by doctors. The scales were flat when Pan was born. Over time, they developed into thick scales, which prevented him from sweating, and that stops his body from cooling down. Known as ichthyosis, this rare skin disease is inherited by a child when both parents pass on the same gene that causes the disorder. According to the data compiled by researchers, over 16,000 children are born with this condition each year. Unfortunately for Pan, it is currently incurable, despite the desperate efforts of doctors who have reviewed his case. His nickname is derived from the Greek translation of ichthy, which is a root word for fish. Hopefully a cure will be found, which will enable him to live a life without pain and illness. That is our list of 10 most unusual kids in the world. What is the unique thing about you? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.